Oh, plumbing. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. No, and this is a major issue. Like sometimes if you have a clog like that, it could be really far down the line. And so I even just wanted to show this picture of how the waste plumbing gets out, because a lot of people don't think that, you can't see this. It's out of sight, out of mind. You flush the toilet, the fairy takes everything away. Um, you know, yeah, but if it doesn't, you're going to find out about that. And this is a really common issue, especially in New Jersey with older homes. We have these either cast iron pipes, and in some really old areas, some parts of Bloomfield even have clay pipes still. And these pipes can actually get broken into by the trees, because the trees like the fertilizer that you're putting down there for them. And so they'll break into the pipes, and they can actually cause major clogs. This is why we always recommend to do a sewer scope inspection. Literally, a guy puts a camera down the waste pipe and takes it all the way down to the street and just sees, he'll send you a video and let you know like how clear it is.
Is that a service that you guys can do separately?
Yeah. We have people that do just sewer scopes all day.
Good.
So if you ever need a sewer scope, about $325.
Okay, good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no problem.
About 325.
Mhm.
Listed, but we have American Water come in.
Okay.
They did the source scope for them,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently it's part of the insurance.
Yes, yeah. I've seen some insurance companies, sometimes they won't pay to replace the whole thing. They'll just patch it or fix that area that's broken. But again, that's why we have insurance. It's definitely good to have a plan that kind of covers that, because if you have an emergency, you don't want to be stuck in a home that doesn't have flushing toilets.
Usually to add it is fairly cheap, I would say.
Yeah.
It's only like an additional $5 to your bill.
Wow. Yeah, that's cheap. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
The insurance didn't even wanna take it. They didn't, when American Water came to my house, they didn't wanna pay for it.
Wow.
And so I told them, look, it's a safety issue because my son can't be in a house. Let me tell you something. I called, one of the main department head health of New Jersey. He said, let me see what I could do. The next day they showed up, they paid for everything. I didn't have to, everything has to do with health. Remember, if you ever have an issue, a lot of time insurance companies don't wanna pay. So you gotta take it to the health department. I'm just letting you know, but it happened to me.
That's good to know.
So what is
Yeah,
that?
it's very good.
Yeah, I had a broken pipe, and I don't know how it gets old, and the water was seeping out into the grass and everything. So they didn't want to fix it. They said, "Oh no!" So they went and all they did was just flush it, but it was getting clogged up. But they didn't want to do that. So I called the health department, the main honcho, and the next day they came and they fixed everything.
Wow.
I don't know what he said, but they fixed it.
Wow. So any questions about the sewer line or anything like that? Okay. So I put some of these pictures in here. This was a real thing. I saw somebody wrapped their sewer line in saran wrap.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane.
It's crazy. So,
Then you have insulation of the attic. I've seen all
oh
kinds of
wow.
crazy
Yeah,
things.
people do crazy stuff. This is actually a video I have here. I'll play it for you guys. This one I had never seen this before.
From Show the Home Inspections today. We're in Belleville and we're doing an inspection on a single family home. And I wanted to show you guys this interesting way that somebody had fixed the sink. Instead of replacing the trap here, they decided to put a plastic bag. And it's actually working. It's not leaking.
So that was a professional fix, as you can see. Oh, back to the page. How do we? All right. So electric. So we won't spend too much time on electricity, but like the most basic things I think people will run into is if we have the two-pronged outlets versus the three-pronged outlets. Three-pronged outlets are more compatible for today, and they're just a little bit safer because they're grounded. Have you guys heard of Federal Pacific Electric, FPE? Huge problem. If you the insurance company knows you have these, yeah, they're gonna want you to replace it.
Also knob and tube wire.
Knob and tube is a big one. Yeah,
Yeah, well, Federal Pacific, it went bankrupt because 1% of them didn't trip and caused house fires. But Mrs. Rizzuto, right, Cora Rizzuto had that, and when we did the inspection, they brought it up. She said, but Jeffrey, I never had a problem with the thing. I said, that's because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's why,
Yeah,
she said, I plug in everything, nothing happens. I said, because it's not working correctly. But they made her replace it. She was pissed.
you won't know it's not working until it's too late.
So it was a fire. And the knob
Unfortunately.
and tube wiring, I mean, is a danger, they say, because it's cloth and it's porcelain,
Mm-hmm.
and the wires overheat and they could cause
Yeah.
the house fires.
Yeah, those are no good either.
Aluminum wiring.
The aluminum's another one. So yeah, the FPE panels, if you see these, they gotta go. I've done inspections in condo buildings.
This stab lock.
Exactly. Yeah, specifically the stab lock ones, but today it's like if it says FPE on it at all, they're just gonna just take it out. Yeah, they burned down a lot of houses. They were actually located in Newark, unfortunately. This is something I see a lot in rental properties, people with tenants. Some of the older homes, they don't have enough outlets. So today, when you're building a house, you're supposed to put one outlet every 6 feet. So that reduces the use of extension cords. But in people's rental homes, they might have like one outlet in the living room and everybody's plugging into that. And you see this, and you will see extension cords everywhere. So if you're a landlord, if you have tenants, make sure they have enough outlets in there because they're going to do whatever they need to do to get the power that they need. So again, I see this all the time and I'm like, this is crazy. This is some burn your house down stuff.
Monster.
They're better. Like some of the American ones are better. It's like the cheap Chinese ones you might get from the dollar store.
His TV, and his house got hit by lightning in Hillsborough, and every computer and every TV went out except for the one that was plugged in.
So those are power surge protectors, which are good if you have like delicate computers and equipment like that. I actually have my computer plugged into a power surge protector because you never know when you're going to get that surge and it's going to blow your stuff out.
That happened with my computer.
Oh, wow.
Like the charger for the laptop just blew.
And it caused the whole computer to fry. Yep, yep. So that's advanced power conditioning if you really care about the voltages and stuff coming out of your wall. You got to be a special nerd to be into that stuff. So